The Hamptons has long been the playground of the wealthiest people in the world. And through COVID, things just exploded. People leaving cities, New York City, other countries, flocking to the Hamptons, values up 30, 40, 50%, houses being sold sight unseen. It is actual pandemonium for the last 2 years, and rightfully so. Look at this place. This is one of the most beautiful and quaint downtown areas that I have ever seen, and they have everything. They have the best of antiques, food, they have beaches. It is just, the network is insane. You can walk into a place and Leonardo DiCaprio is sitting there. You can walk across the street to get a bite to eat, and Jennifer Lopez is sitting there. You walk down the block and go to the beach, and P. Diddy is posted up right next to you on a towel. You never know who you're gonna meet, what you're gonna do, and what is gonna go on. So we're here, obviously, on their downtown to speak to the man, the myth, the Netflix legend, Michael Fulfree, who is essentially running this area right now. He has his hit TV show, $1 Million Beach House, out, been on fire, #1 for 6 weeks in a row. Let's go see him, and let's check out his downtown, Southampton, New York.
How's it going? It's Michael Fulfree from Net Seekers International, known for Netflix's $1 Million Beach House, soon to be known for selling the Hamptons on HGTV primetime. This is my downtown, Southampton, New York. My guy.
Good to see you, man. How you been?
Welcome to my hood.
Welcome to your downtown.
Welcome to my downtown.
And I actually, like, Levy and I pulled up and we were walking to, like, in the summer, Southampton is one of the craziest places you could be.
Absolutely.
Amagansett, East Hampton, Montauk, it's bananas. Some of the wealthiest people in the world, some of the most expensive real estate in the world, and it is an amazing time. From Memorial Day to Labor Day, it's madness.
Yep, and then Tumbleweed Tuesday, bro.
I actually kind of like it. I like it better like this.
Yeah, it's amazing.
My own personal opinion, but it is beautiful. The Strip embodies everything of a downtown, and you're the man that's running it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm running it, but I would say that this town is definitely embedded in my blood. We have a family business right down the road, which is very important to me. I've sold homes all around this area, and then of course I patroned pretty much every single restaurant you could possibly imagine on the Strip. So you know, it's definitely a special place to me. I come here for pretty much anything, but my goal one day is to live on either North Main or South Main. So this is Main Street, right?
Okay.
You got South Main right over there, and then you have North Main. My biggest thing is, like, my goal is Gin or Meadow Lane, of course, it's Billionaires Row. We're one of the only places that's right over there that has a private heliport. The only private streets like that on Long Island, and I believe in the country. So I really love that kind of amenity that you could take a blade out and be to your home in like 2 minutes, which is very, very sick. But I mean, every part of this place is special. Like, nothing's commercialized. As we walk and as you look around, you're not gonna see your average stores. Everything's a mom and pop. Every single restaurant is extremely, extremely exquisite with some of the best foods, I mean, I think in the country, and some of the best chefs. So, I mean, there is nothing like, I mean, St. Andrews, unbelievable. 75 Main, really, really good. My buddy Zach runs that. And then of course you have Blue Mar down the road that is some of the best sushi kind of around. So there's so many different eclectic things here, so many different kinds of restaurants, but also very, very homey, not so crazy with, you know, having Starbucks everywhere. You know, it's just that different kind of feel. And like you just said, like, these kind of times I love. There's nobody around, it's quiet, and you kind of just enjoy it because you're a local and this is where I live. So I mean, there's just really nothing like this area, and you can really take it in more when it's not so bustling and busy like it's been since COVID hit.
So talk to me about the real estate in the area. Obviously, when not all realtors are created equal. When you're working with somebody, you know, there's a lot of people, again, big money buyers. Some of them are from different countries. Some of them actually have you scouting out properties because they don't have time to come in. They fly in, they're out.
Yeah.
Talk about, the market in general, values, what's been going on in the last couple of years and what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, I mean, so I started in 2019. It was one of the hardest markets ever to be in, especially in ultra luxury or the luxury market. Things weren't transacting as quick as they are now. Average median selling price when I started was around 1.1 million for Southampton, 1.150 for all of the Hamptons. And right now we're at $1.5 million average selling price for all of the Hamptons. I think that's including West Hampton, those different areas that trade at a lower price point. So we're seeing, a 30% increase on home value prices since I started in this business. Nice. Sagaponack, which I talked about before, is now rated, and that's a few hamlets over. We call them hamlets out here. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So it's called a hamlet. So when people talk about the Hamptons, which hamlet do you live in? Is it Sagaponack? Is it Southampton? Is it Sag Harbor? So Sagaponack, of course, now is rated the top 10 most expensive places to live in the country. And that's right down the road. So that's pretty incredible how far the Hamptons have come in value. I mean, it's not the best for a buyer's agent to have homes valued at that price point, but it is good for the town in general and the hamlets. So, it's just very, very special and very coveted to live in an area like this. Really is.
So I got to ask you about the spots. So I know that you're a married man. Today's your wife's birthday.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful 2-year-old son. But let's say for a minute you were single, or we're talking to the single guys coming out looking to rent or buy from Manhattan. It's Friday night. You want to go out and get crazy, maybe meet a lady or two. Where are you going?
Okay, so first you're going to start off, I would say 75 Main or Tutto Il Giorno, which is down the road, a very good Italian place, or 75 Main. Start with a light meal, nothing too crazy, okay? If you're single, light meal, okay? Very important out here. You want to keep it light. Then you're gonna go to Southampton Social Club.
Okay.
My buddy Chris Cappy runs it. It is the hottest spot out here to have some fun, have drinks, party, and get a little crazy. During the summer, they have theme parties. They'll have the weirdest theme parties. Like one will be like a petting zoo. Everybody will dress up like animals and then act like animals. So if for you, dude, and I'll take you there. We'll have some fun. We'll get a table. We'll have fun, but I mean, you'll see everybody there Leo comes in there. A lot of celebrities are known to even come and just perform there. So it's a special, special place. And, there's a lot of history here that people don't know about.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but right down the road is something called the Haberdashery. So in the early 1900s, this all was, first of all, duck farms, and also a place where a lot of sailors and fishermen would come to stop. And a haberdashery,
I have no clue.
Okay, a haberdashery is a place almost like a convenience store today. Mm-hmm. It's a place where they can get fish food, their harpoons, their hooks, anything they needed for their travels. They would stop here and in Sag Harbor to get that equipment. So we have places like the Harpoon House here. We have Blumar, which still has the original structure from the haberdashery, which is Blumar. So now that's a luxury restaurant that used to be a place where fishermen would come, pick up spears to destroy whales and make soap. And it was just a whole different place. This used to be very fishy, very kind of gritty kind of place 100 years ago. It was completely different than it is now. Now it's beautiful Main Street. So
let's say it's the middle of July, it's your wife's birthday, it's Saturday night, you want to take her out to a nice spot. Where are you going?
That's a tough one. So, a nice spot, you want water views?
Up to you.
Up to you, honey? It's up to me, sweetie?
It's up to you.
Okay, so what I would do is I would do the Beacon in Sag Harbor.
Okay.
The Beacon, you have beautiful water views. You got the marinas over there. You have Kisses, 165-foot, multi-million dollar. I think it's a $75 million yacht that you could just look at. Really, Tutto Il Giorno, I talk about that a lot. It's one of my favorite places. But really, the Beacon is a great place to go to get a great meal and also have the view. If you want to really impress and show that you have money, which I know you like to once in a while, flex a little bit.
That's not kind of
little flashy. He'll flex for a girl.
Little flashy.
Depends on the girl. La Bibliothèque, okay? La Bibliothèque is a very good place. Cajun chicken is what they're known for. I know it sounds cheap to go with a Cajun chicken, but there is no dish better. There'll be a billionaire that comes in there and he'll be like, I'm getting the Cajun chicken. You got to get the Cajun chicken over at La Bibliothèque. That's one of the best. There are so many places. God, Lulu's is incredible. You've heard of Lulu's?
I've not heard of Lulu's. I don't come out here enough,
Almond.
man. This is a trip.
Pierre's.
This is a trek for me. This is like going to Philly.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. You gotta be out here more. Honestly, it'll get you in sweatshirts. It'll get you really comfortable.
I like it.
Because
I
everything
live in sweatshirts.
everything out here is a very chill vibe. That's very important because, like you talk about, like being up west a little bit further. You guys are up west island boys. Is that like, you know, you're dealing with those guys with the ties and the suits, and when they come out here and they're looking at vacation homes, they don't want a dude in a tie and a suit. So like I even see some agents, which I'll never do because I don't like them. They wear like the thong sandals, and like literally shorts and just like a oversized button down. So like, look at this $18 million house. That's just the vibe these people are giving off because they want to come off abrasive. We're agents that could make a lot of money, so you don't want to show off too much. You just kind of a little bit more understated and chill. But I mean, like you said before, everyone walking around you, they all look like they're from catalogs.
Everybody. Everyone's a model. Everyone's like 6'3", beautiful with the best head of hair you've ever seen. Last question, and this could be anything. It doesn't have to be food, it could be anything. What is like a little kind of secret spot that people don't know about that you want to plug that they should know about?
And it's kind of food and drink. Everything's food and drink to me because that's an experience.
Well, you're also Italian.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
A local place where it's very quiet, which is actually 2 blocks down, is called Shippy's. That's the place to go.
Yeah.
It's Shippy's is.
What am I getting when I walk into Shippy's?
You're gonna get punched in the face probably, which is great. It's that kind of.
It's that kind of.
that
kind of crowd.
You won't get punched in the face, but you will. It's more of that really gritty Hamptons experience of the local kind of fisherman kind of thing that's kind of gone now. I love that authenticity. It's a very old school spot. They have really cool shit all over the walls. Any bar that has like old stuff and everywhere all over the walls and ceilings is a cool spot. It's gotta be. So Shippy's is like that secret place that not a lot of people go to because it doesn't have that glitz and glam, but still packs a punch. I mean, it's special.
I'm gonna plug my boy. If you're cruising through the Hamptons, you end up in Montauk, you gotta go to Westlake Fish House. My boy James has owned it for the last 5 or 6 years. Amazing place, very similar to what you're talking about Shippy's.
I've heard of it.
So listen, if you're out there and you wanna buy in the Hamptons, you gotta call Mike Fulfree. If you wanna sell in the Hamptons, you gotta call Mike Fulfree. And if you wanna rent in the Hamptons, you gotta call Mike Fulfree.
I break records for rentals, so let me know.
So now we're gonna do what Levy loves to do more than anybody, which is go to Shippy's and eat whatever we can until we can't eat anymore.